All right, what up, homeboys and homegirls? It is Coach Jakes back with another chemistry video to make your chemistry life easy. All right, on this one, we're still talking about gas laws. We're talking about pressure conversion. So converting pressures. Like I said, could have written that the other way. I didn't think about that till right now. Here, I'll write it. Converting, writing fast. Pressure. All right, good. Now you got it two ways. All right, so in order to convert pressures, you've got to know what makes the pressures, what numbers make them equal to each other. All right, so what we use to show how they're equal to each other is STP. And we know that the pressure for STP can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 things. Maybe I should have wrote my equal signs in red. Oh yeah, that breaks it up some, right? All right, good. So what is it saying? It says that 1 atmosphere, 1 ATM is the same as 760 torr, which is the same as 760 millimeters of mercury, which is also equal to 101.325 kPa, which is equal to 101,325 PA or pascals. So each of these 5 pressures are all equal to each other. So then how do we use them to convert from one to the other? We're going to multiply by a friendly fraction. All right, so we're going to multiply by a friendly fraction. On the bottom, you're going to cancel the old unit. On the top, you're going to convert to the new unit. So we'll multiply on the bottom, we'll cancel. On the top, we convert. All right, let's give it a go. So number 1 says a balloon has a pressure of 421 torr. All right, that's our pressure. Then it says, what is this pressure in ATM? So we want to take our torr and convert it to ATM. All right, so we're going to start with what it gave us, which is the 421 torr. All right, then we said anytime we're going to convert, we're going to multiply by a friendly fraction. So there goes multiply by our friendly fraction. All right, now on the bottom, we cancel O units. So this is the O unit. We're going to cancel torr. On the top, we convert to the new unit. So it says we want ATM, so I'm going to convert to ATM on the top. All right, now in order to finish this problem, we have to have numbers. All right, where did these numbers come from? We're going to look back up here where it showed how they were equivalent and put the numbers that match with the unit, right? So if I see ATM, I'm going to go with ATM and take the number that's in front of it, which is 1. Right, with torr, I see torr 760. I'm going to take the number that's with the unit and put that here. So basically, so then at this point, all right, torr on the bottom, torr on the top, so they'll cancel. I don't want to do that because I don't want to mix my inks. Sorry. Maybe I should get a black marker, then it wouldn't matter. So we'll end up with, you multiply fractions, so you'll multiply by the top, divide by the bottom. So 421 times 1, which is 421, over the 760. All right, now, technically, this 421 is over 1. A lot of times my kids want to multiply and then multiply, but that is bad math. This is technically a fraction. It's just over 1. It's a whole number of 1. So multiplying fractions is no problem. Just the top times the top, which would be 421, and the bottom times the bottom, which is 760, because you're going to do 1 times 760. All right, and so what does that equal for our answer? That gives us, that equals 0.553947. If your teachers care about significant figures, then there's only 3 here. So you go 553, that 9 would make the 3 or 4. So that would really be equal to 0.554. And then make sure you put your units, which would be ATM. Let me see if I got enough space to box that in. Barely. All right, 0.554 ATM. All right, again, we just took our friendly fraction, multiplied by the top, divided by the bottom, and that gave us our answer here. All right. Number 2 says, at the peak of Mount Everest, the air pressure is 253 millimeters of mercury. What is the equivalent pressure in kPa? So right here, we're going millimeters of mercury to kPa. We're going to start with what's given, which is the 253 millimeters of mercury. All right, now we know because we're going to convert, we're going to multiply by a friendly fraction. Multiply by a friendly fraction, we're going to cancel on the bottom. So we're going to take the O unit, cancel on the bottom, which is the millimeters of mercury. and we're going to convert on the top, and we are converting to kPa. All right, so now we got to go back up to our equivalences, all right, our conversion factors, and just match the numbers. So when I go see millimeters of mercury, right, oh, my hand's in the way, millimeters of mercury, that's 760, so we're going to put 760 here. And then when we go find kPa, that's 101.325. So we're going to put 101.325 right there. All right, so then we're going to multiply the top. So the 253 times the 101.325. All right, and then divide here. I'll just write it out so you can see. 253 times 101.325. All right, so when you do that, you then divide that by 760. All right, so do the math. You can pause the video, do the math. And in the end, it's going to give you 300. I lied, my bad. 33.7305. Again, if your teacher cares about sig figs, 1, 2, 3 sig figs. So 1, 2, 3. Now this 3 doesn't do anything to the 7, so you would end up with 33.7, and then whatever our units, kPa, which is kilo pascals. Banger. All right, we good on that? All right, good. Same concept. Let me, because this is bothering me, so try and break these up a little bit. There you go. So problem 1, problem 2. Now problem 3 says a tire is inflated to 234.8 kPa. All right, how much air pressure is this in ATM? So we're trying to convert that to ATM. Again, we're going to start with what's given. We were given 234.8 kPa. We know because we're converting, we're going to multiply by a friendly fraction. All right, so we're going to cancel on the bottom, convert on the top. So multiply by a friendly fraction, cancel residue from the last video. Cancel on the bottom, so we're going to put our kPa on the bottom. Convert to new units on the top. It's asking for ATM, so we're going to write ATM on the top. All right, now we got to go find our conversion factors, or our equivalences. ATM is 1. With kPa, we got 101.325. All right, and then we're gonna do our math. Multiplying fractions is no problem, just the top times the top, which is still gonna be 234.8 over bottom times the bottom. Remember, this is over 1, so that's 1 times the 101.325. And this tells us to simply divide 234 divided by that. And so you end up with 2.317295. All right, now, again, if your teacher cares about sig figs, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to keep 4 here. So that's going to be 2.317. The first 4, the 2 does nothing to the 7, so it stays. Our unit is ATM. And you are going to box it. All right, so that's just a, I say quick, about 9 minutes, video on converting pressure. All right, make sure you understand your equivalence fractions, your equivalences, or your conversion factors. When you're converting here, multiply by a friendly fraction. So you're going to multiply, cancel the old unit on the bottom, convert to the new unit on the top, and then just do your math. It's pretty simple. All right. Make sure you like this video, tag somebody if they need it, follow, tell your chemistry teacher about somebody who can make their life easier. Whatever you got to do. All right, y'all. Peace.